Hi guys, it's Rachel here and I am doing my Etsy update. As I said, I'm not going to do a video every time, but when I feel like, that's a bit crooked, isn't it? When I feel like I need to explain something, I will come on and do a video. If it's fairly self-explanatory, I'll just let you know that there's new stuff in on the Friday, and so on. So I have a couple of ledgers that I found that I'd been hoarding downstairs in my cupboard, and so I didn't take anything out of this. It was already like that. In fact, there's it's a ledger, but it's with it's alphabetized. How do you say that? And not every page is written. Some pages are, a lot of pages are, but not all are written. So, and I think they've cut that out themselves and drawn that on. And this is 1912, so I couldn't find any actual dates, unless those are the dates, 1800s, I don't know. They could be the dates, I'm not sure. You may be able to find, see, not all the pages are written, and others are very written. So, well, I think they are dates. So, so there's that ledger, but I don't think it's as old. It's not 1773, because it's not 1773 paper. I think it's later, 1800s, or I put early 1900s. There's that one. And then I have this one. Sorry, it's quite big. It's hard to manage. I hope I'll find a box that I can put it in. They're the measurements, 10 inches by 15 by, I wrote 1, but it could be slightly taller. That's the weight, 1 kilo, nearly 1 kilo 6. And this one's, it's slightly different. It's a bit more written in. And this one has, look at this. How beautiful is that? I am a good girl. I don't take these things out. When I find them inside something, I always leave them in. Even when I'm ripping up books, if there's something in between the pages, I usually leave it in there. So they're the two ledgers. I don't often, I've had ledgers before, but not often for sale. It's not an often thing. I'll just quickly show you books. I've had these books. I had one more. I was going to keep it, but I think I'll put it in because I'm keeping too much stuff. This one I'm selling as a set. They are beautiful. That one's 1828. This one's 1826. Lovely rag paper, great condition paper. Really, I would use it. Gorgeous covers. Textile books would be good with those too. These are hoardy books. I found them in my cupboard. 1770. I generally don't sell those types because I love them, but I live in a small apartment, guys. I can't keep everything. And again, this one, another hoardy, 1782. I'm not going to show, oh my god, yes, I was hoarding that one. I won't open it because I won't give it to you. These I think are Rebound. It's volume 1 and volume 4. I'm selling them, I can't remember if I put them in, I think I put them in separately. My favorite size really for a journal, 5 by 5 by 8.5. Rag paper. They've been Rebound. They've had worm, so when you pull them apart, I have given them a shake to get the book dust out, because they're not badly damaged at all. There has been some worm activity. They have been in our freezer. There's 2 of those. Really nice paper and fun covers. I like those covers. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. This one's lovely. Can you even see? I can't see because the window's reflecting. It's a beautiful book. To use or not to use, up to you. 1852, just lovely. Beautiful font as well. Really nice book. You could scan it. But I thought that one's beautiful. Now these I'm selling as a set. They're quite apparently, ChatGPT tells me their covers are quite important. I've written in the description what they are. This one's a bit more dirty than the other one, but I was hoarding those. Look at those. Oh, I didn't photograph the back. That one's had some dampness, but the pages inside just have a little bit there, but they're pretty good. You can see the watermarks on them, which is, I think we like that. Lovely rag paper. I think there were images in there. Someone's taken them out. That's what the dealers do. You go and buy it, and then you go and buy them for €5 each. They take all the images out of the books, unfortunately. Occasionally I've found them with images, but not often. But just really nice rag, and scan away the cover, 1822, and you can feel the imprint. So that's going as a set. And then I've got 2 of these. Look at these covers with the blue. Can you see those? 1843. Again, this is other favorite paper. I love this sort of paper. It's not rag paper, but the font and the color is really nice. And the what do you call it, the foxing on the pages. And I absolutely love the covers. Ones are slightly more damaged, but I would be increasing the spines anyway. So that's a multi-volume. That's 1 and 2, but it's a multi-volume set, but I'm selling them separately as well. So they're the books. Not too many books today. I just randomly pulled out all of these ones that I've been hanging on to, that I should not really hang on to anything at all. It's just no space. Those who've been here know that it's absolute lunacy to hoard things. I have a whole lot of these. Love these. There's 2 in there, and I use these quite a lot. I don't think I'm so lucky to have such beautiful cover ones. 1921, that one. There's 2 in there. I don't know what the other one is. 1913. I've tried to make them, you know, even, so they've all got nice things in them, and they're big. You know, I use those all the time. When I tear them in half and put them in as pages in journals, and if they're damaged, I make things out of them. I've got a few of those, and then I didn't realize I had any more. And then this is a big one, so it's the same price as the others, but it's a big one. That's a really big one. It's got lots of pages in there. There could even be ephemera in some of them. I didn't open them. I got Lulu to, she worked for me this morning. She helped me prepare everything because I had a lot to prepare, and I didn't even look in them. So if there's any surprises in there, I can't guarantee it, but you're lucky. And another thing I've been collecting up is hand-dyed antique hemp. So I've got them all in a listing, one listing, but they're all different sizes. Like these ones have slightly bigger pieces. Like that pink piece is probably, that in itself, it's probably 40 centimeters by 40 centimeters. Others are small because I bought the hand-dyed hemp, but they were all different size pieces. So it was quite hard to make the packs. And I did consult with my sister, and she's like, do cool colors and warm colors. So what I did was, I only had a certain number of the mustard, so I did a pack with those. These don't have the mustard, so they're slightly cheaper pack. Then I did all the blues, but I had enough of this tanny brownie color, which I love. And then these ones, I put a nice piece about that big of one of my favorite hemps. It's a rare find, and I very rarely put it into. I've never sold it. I've still got a piece or 2 for me. But I've shared it. It's a loose weave, and it's a linen-y colour. I did try to cut it with my rotary cutter, but it's all wonky because it wiggles. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in it, but they're not huge pieces. They're like, but I mean, look at them folded. They're already little journals, needle books. You could put them all together and make a pouch or whatever. So, and then of course those are bigger, so you can do a bit more with those. They're not cheap to buy, so they're not cheap packets, and they're a rare thing. I am going to try and have a go at dyeing my own, so that way I could have them a little bit cheaper. This one here, that green that you see there, that pack has, that's an late 1800s, could be earlier, I don't know. I'm just going to say late 1800s, early 1900s. It's a silk damask, and it looks like it's vegetable dyed. The green is lovely, and it just goes really well with those. So to have, and I had quite a bit of it, so I put that in that pack because I felt like it went well with the blues. So when you go in the listing, you'll be able to click down on the side, and the photograph will pop up because I linked the photographs, so you could see what was in them. Some of them are laid out flat, some of them are just, you see the photograph like this. In one of them you won't see this. In some of them you won't see this because I added it afterwards. A couple I did photograph with it, and a couple I didn't. So there's 1, 2, 3 packs with that beautiful hemp. That's one of my, that's half. That's folded in half, so you can tell they're all folded in half. That one's folded in 4. To give you an idea, but I absolutely love them, and I wanted to share them. I've kept a few little bits for me, not huge amount, and so eventually I'll think of some things that I might like to do and work with those. So I have those in my shop, and I've been meaning to prepare them for a long time and sitting on it for a while, and here they are. So that is my little update. I think that's it for today. I can have other things to put in, but I think I'll just do a little bit each week. Now, as I said, if you want me to, if you want to order, like if it's books, I recommend that you just go and buy it, and then I'll weigh them and I can refund the excess shipping. And then if you want me to hold them for a couple of weeks, I'm happy to do that. Etsy doesn't allow me to hold things for more than a certain amount of time. They start to tell me it's overdue and I get a bad rating, so it makes me feel stressed. So yeah, I'll hold things until your box is full, and then I think it's probably due to go off, because also if it's going to the States, I think I get a bit nervous with customs, so I prefer, if the box is full, for it to head off, and then we can build up another one if that's the case. But yeah, I do try and bring out things every week, because it's helping me be good and put new things in my shop, because I've been collecting plenty of stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen each week, but it just comes to me. So if you want me to hold on to it, long story short, then do. In this listing, I put the actual amounts that I have. I usually just put less and go along, but because it's hard to manage, I put in the actual. I think there's this one, or one of them, or is it that one? I don't know which of the two. I've got 4 more than what I put in. But there's one I've only got 4 of. This one I've only got 4 of. So don't ask, if you want that one, buy it. These ones I have a little bit more. I think I have 12 of those. I can't remember that one or that one. But I can put it aside. But if I'm slow, like we're going out to dinner tonight with our friends, and then I might not see your message until tomorrow, you might miss out. So just say that, but don't worry, I do refund excess shipping, and also with there's no tariffs on the books as far as I know, and the tariffs, wherever there's a tariff, it's already in the price. With I put a small amount of the disbursement fee. It's actually more than that, because I don't want to make everything even more outrageous, and I just absorb it a little bit. So just so I'm transparent about the shipping for my US friends. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I'm going to stop gas bagging. I'm going to move on to my next thing, and I will see you again soon. And thank you so much for all of your support and kindness, and have a great Friday. Bye.